とかないとどうなるかわかんない。10メーターだね。うわ、これ第2弾来るからな。4円前進10スタート。4円前進10スタート。また来たよ。放送してくれ、第2弾来るからな。また来るよ。第2弾まで1.4マイル。4円13度。第3度。第3度。でかいの好きだ。もう一発来てんな。高会長、ちょっとスピードアップしてさ、沖に出よう。両舷前進スタート。水深今どれぐらい？もっと大きい子、もっと深いところに。今から3.3マイル。第4本来てます。次のやつ来たらまたスピード落としてね。次のでかいの。でかい。4円前進2周度。沖に行くぞ、沖に。70。船隠れたね。船隠れた。やってるかなんとかなると思うけど。あと5ゲーム。両舷前進10度。両舷前進10度。これはまた10メートルぐらいあるな。両舷前進10度。まもなく第4波到達。まもなく第4波到達。70度、8中央。さっきよりでかいわ。高会長スピードアップして。前進70度。来たよ来たよ来たよ来たよ。
津波の猛威が各地で撮影されていました。津波は人々の想像を超えて襲いかかりました。
Landslides have the potential to create tremendously violent waves. The largest wave ever recorded was generated by one. In 1958, off the coast of southeastern Alaska, in Lituya Bay, an earthquake triggered a massive avalanche. The debris crashed into the bay with so much power that it sent water surging 1,700 feet up the other shore.
The wave generated in Lituya Bay in 1958 would have engulfed the Sears Tower had it been there. It was that tall. And this just scoured the land along the bay, snapped full-grown trees like they were toothpicks.
Had that wave not been contained in a sort of natural bathtub, there's no telling how far it could have traveled, nor how much damage it could have done. Tsunami waves are packed with tremendous power and can travel thousands of miles in a matter of hours.
Tsunamis travel at high speed in the open ocean. They can travel about roughly 500 miles an hour, similar to jet speeds.
But as tsunami waves approach shore, they slow down. This causes them to bunch up and grow taller.
Once the tsunami reaches shallower water, it will slow down. So your wavelength is decreasing. So a good analogy may be then to think of a marshmallow. If you hold a marshmallow and you squeeze it horizontally, what happens is it has to expand vertically in order to make sure that it keeps occupying the same amount of volume.
The back of the wave is still moving faster, so the result will be a bunching up of the tsunami wave, and eventually it reaches a depth where it cannot be stable anymore and it breaks.
Day and Ward suspect that pressurized water could be the death nail for Cumbre Vieja, the final push. That's because Cumbre Vieja may already be showing signs that it's breaking free toward the sea. For more than 36 days in 1949, Cumbre Vieja violently erupted, blowing open craters and sending waves of lava to the sea. The south of the island was also rocked by massive earthquakes. Among the last craters exposed is arguably the most dramatic, Hoyo Negro. Like an open wound, Hoyo Negro is a striking reminder of the violence of the 1949 eruption. But within this crater, there's a far less obvious yet more profound scar. The western side has dropped measurably to the sea.
And if you look there, you've got that yellow ash layer with the black band in the middle of it. And you can follow the black band along the cliff face, and then it drops down 6 feet to the west, and you can see it cutting the little black bands.
The western side of Cumbre Vieja appears to have been cut free from the island. The volcano may have been severed by a fault that runs along the ridge of the mountain for more than 3 kilometers. For much of its length, the fault is hidden, buried under rock and stone, just beneath the surface of well-worn footpaths. But the fault does periodically break the surface in plain sight. And when it does, the story is always identical. To the west of the fault, the island has dropped measurably.
It's exactly the same as before. The western side here has gone down by a couple of meters relative to the east side.
When I first saw the footage of the tsunami inundation, I found it depressing and I found it frustrating.
There was no sea level data, there were no designated contact points in any of those countries, there was no tsunami education in place. All the critical elements needed for a warning system were missing in the Indian Ocean.
We knew that if this happened in the Pacific Basin, the loss of life is something certainly we could have prevented. There wouldn't have been anything on that scale.